Bluett Brothers Violins. Been in New York, in business in New York since 1984. What's called a luthier, which is a maker of stringed instruments. I specialize in the violin and mandolin fields, which both originated in Italy. I do play a lot of different instruments, so I got into making fretted instruments and guitars and other things to go along with it. But my main love is the carved instrument and bringing out the tone of those instruments. Also do a lot of restoration, bow rehairing, things like that too. As an overall shop, and that's a big part of my business also. But I try to keep to making as much as possible. Moved up to York in '84. I had studied under a violin maker down in DC, and then I went to work for an electric guitar making company for a little while, and then decided to open my own shop. And I like acoustic instruments a lot better, so I moved up here to York to, basically economically it was a good move because things were a little cheaper than living in Baltimore. I grew up in Baltimore, and I was just going to teach my brother to make instruments, and then it turned into more a family thing with my wife and I, as far as working together to make, over the years, to make a living and make some great instruments. That's how you do it. Add some rosin to it. It comes from a book that was written back in the 1800s. It's called Violin Making as It Was and Still Is. And I wanted to keep to that, that form of a lot of people have switched to automated ways of making instruments and things like that, where as I try to be as hands-on as I possibly can and hand carve every instrument and do it like it should be done and get the tone that should be, that the older instruments used to get. Well, a lot of people walk out saying that, that this is the real deal. They'll never look at, an instrument quite the same again. There are a lot of violin-looking objects or, cello-looking instruments, but this is how to make, some of the best instruments in the world. And this is how you have to do it. It's an all hands-on thing. So that's what I try to promote as much as possible.